Hello, Toastmasters. Before we start today, I'd like to share an interesting incident from my life. A few years back, I'd visited my sister's place in Bangalore. Incidentally, that day, my niece had her sports day in her school. Since I was free, I decided to take part in it. I spent about half a day from early morning until noon. And while I spent my time there, it took me onto a nostalgic ride of my earliest school, my first school, which was in Bangalore. Sadly, my schooling days were old school. We didn't have computers, social media, mobile phones, or even internet. So when I migrated from Bangalore to Vellore, I completely lost in touch with them. But the time spent there at my niece's school on the sports day gave me an inspiration to somehow find a link to my old school. But sadly, even my school didn't exist. There was a star hotel in the place of my school. But one day, I thought of a Hindi proverb which said, ढूंढने से तो भगवान भी मिल जाता है. If you look carefully, you can even find God. And just like that, I was Googling around my school's name. I found a page, a Facebook page dedicated to my old school, the Nav Bharat School at Bangalore. I immediately logged onto it and surprised, on the cover photo was my third standard group photo. I was thrilled. I immediately contacted the administrator. I detailed about him, but I said, I don't remember much. I was 8, 9 years old. It's been 30 years now. What would I remember? But I uttered to him a few of the names I remember from those memory. I said him, my classmates were Binsi, Anurag, Pramod, Kamlesh. He said, wait. Which year did you say? I said him the years, but late 80s. And he said, I'm your classmate. My name is Vinay. I was amazed. What is this? You my classmate? That is wonderful. And just like that, I had one of the most fond memories of my first school and my first friends. Friends, why am I saying this to you today? Because I want to keep you well informed about the time travel our Toastmaster of the day, Rahul, is going to take us on. So be prepared. These are going to touch the very emotional sides of your life. But before we hop on to this time machine, let me remind you of the simple rules. Please keep your mics muted unless you want to speak. Also, keep your cameras on. We'd love to look at your lovely faces. Kindly do not use the chat box unnecessarily and abstain from using your mobile phones during the meeting. Now, before I hand over the further proceedings in the hands of our able presiding officer, let me please tell you to have some fun. Over to the presiding officer. Anandan sir.
Very good evening, my dear Toastmaster friends, guests. It's a wonderful day, beautiful climate here in Vellore. And of course, we have a very beautiful theme, which very correctly explained by Vijay sir. Childhood is definitely the most beautiful period of every human being in their life. Why? Because childhood is the only period in our life where we do not need anything in this world. We do not need money. We do not need comfort. We don't need any sophisticated gadgets, instruments. All we need is only lovely, beautiful, small friends just like us, ordinary human beings. So I remember my childhood days where I was so happy with whatever thing I had in my life. Whatever I could get, I was happy. And if I didn't have anything, I still was happy to just talk with my friends, play with my friends. And when I come back home, my mom used to give me something. I never used to grab, and I just really enjoyed my life. I'm sure all of you all would have had Humpty number of stories, Humpty number of remembrance during your childhood days. So it's really going to come out during this session, all the life of childhood memories today. So I declare open the 58th session of our VTC today, and there's lots of fun at the back to start with. I hand over the mic to TMOD Ragul. TMOD Ragul, sir. Hello.
Your attention, please. Train number VTC 58, the Childhood Express, will be leaving from platform number 1 shortly. Hurry up if you do not want to miss this magical ride that's going to take your trip down memory lane. Before we start, let me just take a passenger count. Okay, looks like everyone who is supposed to be here is here. So let us begin. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your conductor, Toastmaster Rahul George speaking. Today, I would like to welcome you all to this magical express where we visit some of our fondest memories. I'm sure some of your fondest memories would be from school. Can you picture it? The mornings where you wake up putting on your school uniform, struggling to tie the tie. But if you were smart, you would already have it tied the night before. So it's just easy to put on. You can be on time for the bus. And in class, when the teacher enters, all students together. Good morning, ma'am. Ah, the chorus. And the sound of the bell ringing for break. The most sweetest sound where all of us run out to go and play. Or we sit together sharing our tiffin with all our friends. And after school, going out to play with all your friends until it's time to come back and do your homework. Ah, what memories. I am so excited to take you down this trip to memory lane down today. But before I can do so, it is time to invite someone very important who will be here to check if you all have your tickets. The ticket collector who will also explain to you some very important rules. Our general evaluator. Please welcome our general evaluator for today, Toastmaster Shraddha.
Thank you, TMOD. Good evening, Toastmasters and guests. I'm Shraddha and I will be your general evaluator for today. My job includes evaluating the session as a whole, which includes the TMOD, the audience, the evaluators, and the general atmosphere of the session. I will not be evaluating the speakers since the evaluators will already be doing that. Now, to help me on my job, I have a team that will make sure our event goes as planned and we reach our destination on time. So first off, I would like to call our timer for today. Ananta sir, can I have you?
Yeah, can you hear me? Yeah, thank you.
Yes.
Good evening, Toastmasters and guests. This is Anand Kumar. I am the timer for this session. As a timer, I will give for prepared speeches 4 to 6 minutes. In 4th minute, I will show green card. In 5th minute, I will show yellow card. And 6 minutes, I will show red card. Then for evaluators, 2 to 3 minutes. In 2 minutes, I will show green card. 2 minutes and 30 seconds, I will show yellow card. In 3 minutes and red card. Then in table topic speakers for 2 minutes. In 1 minute, I will go green card. In 1 minute, 30 seconds, I will show yellow card. In 2 minutes, I will show red card. For all speeches, have 30 seconds buffer time. So I will share my screen to showing color card. Thank you. Thank you. Go to general evaluator.
Thank you, sir. Next off, we have our R counter for today. Devendran sir, over to you.
Good evening, Toastmasters and guests. When we bond, everyone of our family and friends will be keep listening when we are going to talk. So the first word that we use was an right? So on those times when other people are listening to that, they will keep saying us to repeat those words and also celebrate those words. But when we grow up and use the same words, the people who celebrated will lose the interest in listening to us. So in Toastmasters, we have a role player for that who can help not to use those words a lot during their speech. So it was called as R counter, and I will be playing the role today. The purpose of an R counter is to note the words and sounds that we use, the pause fillers, crutch sounds by anyone who speaks in the meeting. During the meeting, I will listen the overused words like il, well, those words, and also the sounds like so those words will be noted, and at the end of the meeting, I will be submitting those reports to the general evaluator. So back to the general evaluator.
Thank you, sir. And last but not the least, we have the grammarian for today, Toastmaster Somini. Over to you.
Thank you, General Evaluator. Good evening, my dear Toastmasters and guests. I am Saumini and I will be a grammarian for today. As a grammarian, it's my responsibility in looking for 3 things in your speeches. Number 1, the brilliant usage of the English language, like I'll be making note of the idioms, phrases, and unfamiliar words. Number 2, the usages that require improvement. And number 3, the mispronunciations. I'll be making note of all these and be reporting at the end of the meeting. Now, coming to the word of the day. Since we have a very nostalgic session cooking up, I came up with the word wistful. Now, wistful means longing or wishful earning. Speaking about the origin, this word dates back to the 17th century, which is a clubbing of the 2 words, wistly and wishful. Wistly means with intent and with purpose. So, wistly and wishful gave us the word wishful. The synonyms are dreamy, nostalgic, pensive, melancholic. You get the picture. In a sentence, it would sound like, being on a diet, I look wistfully at the pizza. So please try using this in your speeches. As the TMOD takes us on this Childhood Express, I am confident that we'll be having a wishful evening. Over to the general evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Somni. Before we start, I would just like to add on to what the timer said. We have 2 speeches today. The first speech will be from 4 to 6 minutes, and the second speech will be from 5 to 7 minutes, with the green card going up at 5 minutes, the amber card going up at 6 minutes, and the red card going up at 7 minutes. I would also set a few ground rules for today, just reiterating what our SA had said at the start. Please make sure all of you are on mute unless called upon to speak. Also, it would be really great if you don't have any internet issues and you could keep your video on, since it is really encouraging to role players to talk to people whose faces are visible rather than a blank screen. If you do have to use your phone anytime in between, make sure you switch your video off, use your phone, and then switch your video back on so you don't distract any role player that's on stage. I would also request all of you to give feedback to everyone who's coming on stage. You can either WhatsApp them if you have their number, or you can use the private number of Zoom chat rather than writing it on the general chat. Also, I would request all of you to use the react buttons provided by Zoom or react physically for every role player coming up on stage and when anyone uses the word of the day by showing 2 thumbs up. That is it from my side. I hope all of you enjoyed the session. Back to the TMOD, Toastmaster Rahul.
Yes, Thank you, General Evaluator. Now, before we move on with the session, I would, just for the benefit of the guests, I'll be telling how the Toastmaster session proceeds. First, we have a prepared speech session where we have speakers who have already prepared their speeches based on certain objectives. They will be coming and delivering their speeches. Now, after this, we have the table topic session. Here, topic master will come and give a topic on the spot to the volunteers. You will have 30 seconds to think about this and then deliver a speech. As the timer has already mentioned, the speech timing is 1 to 2 minutes. More about table topics will be covered by the table topic master. And finally, we come to the pride of Toastmaster sessions, the evaluation session, where we get immediate feedback about our performance for today. With that being said, I hope you're all prepared and ready to go for this amazing journey. Let us begin with the prepared speech session. First, we have our first speaker. Now, I will be mentioning a few words about the speaker. And if you have all watched the PR video which Toastmaster Bharat worked so hard on, I'm sure you all will be able to guess who the speaker is. The two words are bike and hot silencer. Anyone like to take a guess on who the first speaker is?
Mahalakshmi.
Exactly. So our first speaker had a longing to sit on a bike when she was young, and unfortunately, when she got the chance to do so, she burnt her leg on the hot silencer. But that's all right. Before we call our first speaker on today, I would like to invite her evaluator, Toastmaster Anandan.
Thank you, Rahul. Good evening once again to all Toastmasters. Mahalakshmi is a budding member in Toastmasters, and she is really going to give her icebreaker speech. She joined Toastmasters to enhance her communication and leadership skills. And within a short period, she has proved how Toastmaster was very helpful to her. And now we are going to witness the Toastmasters magic, which happens on people who are very weak and how they can improve themselves. Toastmaster Mahalakshmi. Toastmaster Mahalakshmi, your
Yes.
icebreaker, please.
Thank you, Anandan sir and Ragul sir, for giving a wonderful speech about me. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters. Sir, can I hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Start, sir. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and guests. I'm going to tell one good day story. In 1995, December 31st, one girl baby was born in Vellore. The whole family members were very happy and excited to see the baby. Once receiving the baby from the hospital, her granny started to call her Mahalakshmi. Now she is 25 years old. She is giving her icebreaker speech to you. You're right, that is me. In my childhood days, I was enjoyed a lot of with playing, listening stories, and roaming street with my friends. On before that terrific day had come. On that day, my granny brought me and my brother into school admission. There, the principal examined the coming student whether they qualify or not. I was selected, but my brother was rejected. Excuse me, sir. Campus. Sorry. I was selected, but my brother was rejected. From next day, I was forced to go to school every day. I missed my brothers and cried a lot. I felt alone. I'm getting sick and tired of everyday school going. At day schools, I got up friends and we made a gang. Again, my enjoyment came back. By all this thing, I finished my 10th standard in government higher secondary school with 85%. In that time, my parents were decided to change my school. They thought I'm a studious one. For their wishes, I went to Auxilium Girls Secondary School for my higher studies. Now, I am not worried about my new school. I had a lot of friends who are all willing to join with me. But one big problem arises here, that is, I have to choose a course. I was interested in science, but I was afraid in zoology and cutting frogs and all. So obviously my next option is maths with computer science. I've chosen that. I've completed my 10th, 12th standard with lot of adventurous moments. I would like to share one incident which has happened in my 12th holidays. I have a two best friends. One is Anu and another one is Kavi. Kavi has a wonderful talent in storytelling and screenplay writing. And me and Kavi wanted to cheat at Anu with our story. So Kavi called Anu and started our storytelling. That is, I am going to marry someone. My parents doesn't have money for my studies. Initially, Anu didn't believe that. After some time, she called me to confirm it. I said yes, that is true, and I also added some masala to make her believe. She believed with heavy heart, and she also worried about me. As days goes, we continue the same. One day, Anu came to my home along with her parents. After we welcomed them, after a while, her parents started to ask my parents to stop my marriage. Everybody were confused. I was so shocked and I don't know what to do immediately. Immediately, I called Kavi and asked her to come to my home. She had come and we explained them that is our plan. Everybody were laughed at, but Anu is so upset. She is so angry and she also beated both of us. That was a wonderful incident which has happened in my 12th holidays. After a month, our result had come. We are all planning to join in engineering. Luckily, we are all got admitted in engineering, but in different colleges. I was joined in Ganadipati Tulasi's Chain Engineering College in the Department of Computer Science. Initially, I'm getting bored. After my second year, my life has changed. After my second year, my life has changed. I'm the most important one in my college, in my department. By the time I got an opportunity to participate in PowerPoint presentation, I was loved to speak in English, but I couldn't able to present my speech in English. On that time, I felt I'm lagging in English. After completing my college, I got an opportunity to join in sales field. From 2017, I have been working in a sales executive. I have believed in God, that is, everything happened in my life by God's plan. By that plan, I got married with Mr. Saravanan. He's working as a stock in charge in Ferucia. Now I'm playing the role of wife as well as professional executive. As 6 months ago, again I felt I'm lagging in English. I just want to improve my communication skill. So I Google it. Now I'm in a Toastmaster to improve my communication skill as well as leadership quality. I surely believe this club will help me to come out my boundaries. Thank you to everyone.
Thank you, ma'am. That was indeed a very wonderful speech, and we got to know more about you. Uh, Let us have 1 minute of silence so that everyone can send their feedback to Toastmaster Mahalakshmi. Please, you can send it using WhatsApp or private message feature on the Zoom chat box. Timer, please let me know when 1 minute is over. Thank you, Toastmaster Anant Kumar sir. It is time to welcome our second speaker. Now, about the second speaker, I will be again sharing two things about him, and I'm sure you can all guess who the speaker is already. The speaker is very wistful for idlis, and he, going after idlis, he sat on a hot cooker. Anybody has any guesses who the speaker is?
Bharat.
Toastmaster Bharat.
Bharat.
Exactly. Wonderful guess. So as you can all guess, Toastmaster Bharat was so excited for idlis that his mother was making that he ended up sitting on a hot cooker, which is painful, but somehow it brings him so much happiness. So before I call upon Toastmaster Bharat, I would just like to call his evaluator, Toastmaster Sadhana.
Am I audible?
Yes.
Yes. Good evening, TMOD of the day, distinguished Toastmasters, and a guest to this wonderful 58th session of the meeting. I am Sadhana, playing today's role as an evaluator for a prepared speech to a person, one who got the meaning of his name as God gift. Who is that? His names can be abbreviated as brilliant, humorous, amused, rare, amazed, talented, and happy to the happiest. Let's welcome Toastmaster Bharat, a shining star of VTC. As per his name means, he is the gifted one for our VTC club. He is going to give his level 1 and speech 2 with the topic name, the value of humanity in today's life. Let me welcome him for his prepared speech with our cherishable smile. Over to the TMOD of the day. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sadhana. Let us now welcome Toastmaster Bharat. Toastmaster Bharat, the value of humanity in today's life. The value of humanity in today's life, Toastmaster Bharat.
Am I audible?
Yes.
Yes. So timer, you can start now. A very good evening, fellow Toastmasters and guests. So today, I have two questions for all of you. And I want you to raise your hands if you have done this in your life. So my first question is that, how many of you have used the word sorry in your life? Please just raise your hands. Excellent. Clap for yourself. Great. I told you to clap for yourself because that needs a strong perception for somebody to say someone sorry. So moving on to my second question, don't raise your hands for this question. Just listen carefully and think about it. How many of you have forgiven a person even though he hasn't asked you sorry? Just think about it. Yes, to err is human, to forgive is humanity. So this is N. Bharat, and I'm here with the topic, the value of humanity in today's life. And I'm sure that before the end of speech, I can create a spark within you that will make you to say, I will and I can serve for humanity. So let's get started. So at first, the word humanity is derived from the Latin term humanitas, which means humankind or human nature. Or in a simple form, humanity can be defined as the quality of being humane by which he is distinguished from other human beings. Yes. So before getting into my ideas, I would like to start my speech with the powerful lines of Mahatma Gandhi ji. We should not lose faith in humanity. Humanity is an ocean. If few drops of the ocean are dirty, the whole ocean does not become dirty. Yes. So let me bring my ideas into there. So the first and foremost thing to follow to keep the humanity alive in this world is you have to forgive one's mistake. Yes. You know, I read a story once. The story was about a yogi who saved a scorpion from a flooding river, a scorpion. So the yogi says the scorpion is about to die. So he goes on saving the scorpion, and as usual, the scorpion bites him. And again, the yogi goes on saving the scorpion, and again it bites him. At the time, a passing by devotee stand by and ask the yogi, "Hey, what are you doing? Why are you saving the scorpion? It is biting, no, just leave it off," he said. But the yogi's reply was something different. You know what he said? "When the little scorpion cannot let go his character of biting me, then how can I let go my character of helping him?" Yes, this is what the yogi said. So this is the most important thing that you have to follow to keep the humanity alive in this world. Sometimes saying sorry is a little difficult thing, but if you just think about it, it is the expensive thing to save all the relationship. Yes. So moving on to my second idea or my second aspect is you have to feed the hunger. So for this, I wish to include an incident that had happened in Mother Teresa's life. So Teresa once lived in an orphanage with the orphan children, and at the time, the children had nothing to eat. So Teresa called all the children and said, "Children, we have nothing to eat today. So let us pray God and He will give us something to eat," she said. So they all started praying. And after the prayer has got over, they went to a shopkeeper who was nearby the orphanage. So Teresa asked the shopkeeper, "Sir, please give something for us to eat." And now the shopkeeper became angry on Teresa and spitted saliva into Mother Teresa's hand. And now Teresa gently said to him, "Thank you, sir, for what you have given to me. Please give something for the children to eat." Yes, this is what he said. And now the shopkeeper became very ashamed at the humility of Teresa and said, and after that, he never stopped giving food to the children. Yes. My dear friends, I don't want to force you, all of you be to like Teresa to feed the hunger. My request is you need to feed the hunger at least with what you have. Yes. So the most and important thing is that we all can't do great things, but we can do small things with great love. Yes, I believe it's correct. So yesterday has gone, tomorrow has not yet come. We have only today. So let us begin to serve for humanity. And it's Bharat Nandagopal signing off from you. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Bharat, for that very interesting speech. Let us now have 1 minute of silence so that we can send a feedback to Toastmaster Bharat. You can send it to him personally on WhatsApp or the private chat feature using Zoom chat box. Timer, please let me know when 1 minute has elapsed. Thank you, timer. Before we proceed, I request the timer to stop sharing the screen as it won't be necessary for a while. Yes. Now let us proceed with our session. Now, coming up next, I have an activity planned for everyone. Now, the activity is fairly simple. I will need 2 to 3 volunteers depending on the time. And the activity, I mean, we all know in Toastmasters, we are very good at speaking and, expressing ourselves with our words. But one of the challenge we all face is using our body language to express how we are feeling. So today, the activity is going to be using gestures and your body language to describe one of your most favorite childhood memories. Each person will have around 1 minute to express themselves, and everyone in the audience can guess. And you can feel free to share any memory that you want. I see Vijay sir is always ready to volunteer. So yes, Vijay sir, you can proceed.
So I'll have to share using my body language one of moments, right?
Like Damshulans.
Yeah, right. So we'll go now. It's pretty easy, and I'm sure all of you must have had that in your life at least once. Let us start, okay?
Okay. I think that was a very fairly easy. Would anyone like to take a guess of what that was?
Getting
I can't
beaten
believe
in
I've.
school.
Vijay sir just got caned by his teacher.
Yes.
I see all of us have got caned pretty fairly enough.
Yes.
Yes. Quite too often. Yes. Who would like to be the second person to enact their favorite childhood memory? Anyone? Going once, going twice, not sold. Okay. I believe Toastmasters Saumini, you can enact something for us.
I cannot think of anything. It's all just so complicated. Maybe I'll do it at the end.
Okay. I will give you 1 minute to think. Anyone? Toastmaster Shraddha, how about you? Is that a yes or
Thinking. No, that's a no. I'm still thinking. If I get something, I'll enact.
okay?
Okay, I'm not. My video is not working. I don't know why.
Sir, your video is working, so we can see.
But I can't see.
But we are seeing you, sir. You can enact. That's not a problem.
Yes.
Okay.
Hey.
Can you guess?
Anyone?
Definitely, it would. As Vijay said, this is a incident which everybody would have had in their childhood days.
Sir, making excuse to teacher?
No, getting a beautiful gift which you expected from your father or from your parents, and you're so happy, expressing them and giving them some lovely kisses back.
Okay. Yes. Okay.
I don't know whether I did it properly, but anyway.
Yes, thank you, Toastmaster. Okay, I think we can have one last person who can take this up. Anyone?
I think some newcomers could do it. Bharat, come on, Bharat.
Yes. Bharat is also thinking. Oh yes, so many is ready to share. Yes, so many. Go ahead.
Oh, great.
Wait. Your mother trying to wake you up. That's how my mom used to wake me up.
Yeah, that's a good one. What about sadhana?
No, wait, I want to know what Saumani was trying to enact. I want to guess this.
Okay, I will do one thing. Just try to find it out. Whether
Sadhana,
you
wait,
can
let
catch
us,
the
let
clue.
us,
Wait.
Sadhana, let us take a guess from what Somini did.
Somini
Somini, can you
was
do it
saying.
once more?
Okay.
Okay.
Not able to see so many.
Okay, so you broke the cup and your mom has, beaten you shit. I'm so sorry.
It's just me breaking pots. There used to be mud pots in the terrace.
Yeah.
I used to love breaking things. So it was a hobby for me to go there and break pots. My mom never laid hands on me. Instead, what she did was, I have a picture. Look at this.
Okay.
Oh,
So
great.
instead of beating me, she took a picture of me doing that.
Nice. Okay. I see some more people are very interested in sharing, but since we have to proceed
can
with the session, we will be moving on. At the end, if time permits, we can do this activity once again. So up next, we have one of the most fun part of the Toastmaster session, and to conduct it, we have our very, very energetic, the dynamic Toastmaster Vijay.
Wistfully waiting. This is one role I wait. I look forward to perform. Although the pathways in Toastmasters are exclusively designed and structured appropriately to facilitate you with growth in your communication skills, but it are the table topics which will give you that edge you require. The edge, the high octane amplification in your communication, table topics will provide you. So I request you to participate wistfully and willfully. As your table topic master, I'm here to make it easy and comfortable for you to come take part in this fun activity. And the topics today are going to be fairly reasonable. You're going to love speaking about them. I'm telling you. So don't dismiss this opportunity of grabbing the table topics. Can I have my volunteers here? Sadhana, I'll take you out. Rahul, we have you. Okay, Rahul. So I'll give you the topic. Your topic is my first school and the most embarrassing punishment from my school days. Timer?
Yes.
My first school was the only school that I studied in. And it's probably one of the most famous schools in India. I believe it is known as Delhi Public School. I have no idea how many of you have heard of this school before. Now, if I look back to the 14 years I spent in this school, it is full of fun memories. Now, if I could decide one of the most embarrassing punishments I've had, it is definitely, I got this punishment twice. One was in kindergarten and the other one was in 7th standard. The punishment was exactly the same. To give you context, back then in my school, boys and girls did not mingle well, at least till the 9th or 10th grade. So every teacher had one common punishment for all the students. If it was to sit with the opposite gender. Now, in kindergarten, I was the most naughtiest child that was there. I don't know how surprising that is for most of you, but yes. To give you context of how mischievous I was, and keep in mind I was very young back then, I punched my teacher on the stomach while she was pregnant. Luckily, I was very small, so the force was very negligible. But I was the youngest student who ever got sent to the principal's office. And my punishment for the rest of the time I was in kindergarten was sit in a table full of girls, and it was very, very embarrassing because I used to be made fun of all the boys over there in my class. Looking back at this, I wish I had the mentality I had right now, because I wouldn't view that as a punishment but a success. Over to the table topic master.
Wistful punishment, Rahul, at least in the 7th grade and onwards, right? Sadhana, I'll call you next, and this is your topic. My first best friend and the most fond mischief I did with her or him. My first best friend and a fond mischief which I did with him or her.
Welcome Toastmasters, fellow Toastmasters and guests. And the most best friend I have got in my life is my college friend, one who is called Sneha. So we both were always sitting at front row of the classes, and we used to listen to the classes, we used to answer the classes, and all of the class will get irritated while we are answering. Actually, it's happened really, because we used to finish every homework on time, but she used to get bored sometimes to finish her work. And she used to tell that, okay, let's stop listening to the class and let's play something. Like, so one day at one class, we used to play bingo. So the class was going on, actually. We are sitting at the first bench and keeping her notes at down and putting some boxes. She taught me that how to play that bingo. So we put it for 5 boxes, and we just played bingo. And it was really, while ma'am is asking the question, and I used to tell, yes, ma'am, but I didn't listen anything. That was the real thing, that I had made something fun on that day. But actually, on the day I get appreciated, actually, because that ma'am told only Sadhana and Sneha is listening class and not anyone else. Still now we had listened so many of the classes, but she didn't even mention and she didn't give any applauses. But we are playing a bingo, and the whole class knew that we are playing bingo and we are beating 1-1. This was a wonderful moment that I had in my we played a lot. That's it. Thank you.
That is called wistfully escaping the clutches of your teacher. Right, where do I have my another volunteer, please? Who's coming up? Anyone?
Anandan, myself.
Great, sir. I was looking forward. So your topic is, if you could travel back in time, what would you like to change a thing from your childhood? If you could travel back in time, what is that one thing you'd like to change from your childhood?
Okay. Good evening, Toastmasters. It's a beautiful thing, because everybody would like their youths to be like this and like that, and that it was like this, so that I wish my childhood was like this. So thank you very much, Vijay, for giving me an opportunity to have a rosy picture of my childhood, remove all the hurdles and the troubles and the struggles, and make it as rosy and beautiful as I can imagine, as I ever dreamed of it. Here's my story. Like, when I was young, I was always not knowing what I'm doing. Things like, I was just doing whatever I felt like doing, and I committed a lot of silly mistakes and small mistakes in my life. I wish I was a little bit more knowledgeable, more understandable, to know what I was doing and avoid this silly, stupid mistakes I have committed in my school days. But that is the one thing which everybody would love to, and I also love to change some silly, stupid mistakes which I have done. For example, in school, I never used to do my homework and go and get beaten by the teacher. I wish I could have done my homework and go to school without getting beaten by my teacher and get praised by my teacher. Oh, Anand, you're a good boy. You always do your homework. Instead, I was always getting, Anand, you are the worst boy over here, not all coming to school without doing your homework. You just are a bad boy. I would like to get some good messages from my teacher instead of this bad characterization of me. So I really love to correct my mistakes, and silly mistakes I could have avoided. Then my life would have been still more better and more promising. Thank you, Vijay, for giving me the opportunity to polish my youth. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Not everybody can be lucky like Sadhana to get, away with the mischiefs they've done. Do we have time for one more speaker? Maybe have one more volunteer, please.
Yes, sir, we have time.
Yeah. Can somebody else
I
come
think
in? Shraddha?
Priyanka.
Would you like to?
Priyanka.
Yes, Priyanka. Should I give you a topic?
Yes,
Great.
sir.
So the topic is my dumbest act as a child, the one I'm most embarrassed about. My dumbest act as a child, the one I am most embarrassed about.
Going back to my childhood days, one of the dumbest act would obviously be being the knowing-all student of the class, and which means you would obviously not, you wouldn't be picked up by the teacher to answer any question. So one such instance which I would like to recollect is back then I was very bad at math, like as I am right now. So this was during my third grade. Third grade was that I used to. I pretended to be the know-all student so that the teacher doesn't choose me up. And there was this It was a very simple math. I guess that is when they taught us how to multiply 3-digit numbers or something. I'm not sure. And I pretended to be very active and knowing all and being the most intelligent student that I would solve it within seconds. And also sitting in the first bench, during my maths class, I always used to sit in the first bench always thinking that the teachers used to pick up students from the last bench. So I came and sat, and when ma'am asked if anyone wants to volunteer, I was being very active and being the know-it-all student, I can do it. I had this expression on my face so that she wouldn't choose me. But then to my surprise, she chose me and she asked me to work it on the board, and which was a very embarrassing moment for me. So from that time, though I did work it out on a board and it always turned out to be a wrong one. So from that very moment, I stopped showing myself as a know-it-all kid, even if I knew things or even if I didn't know things. Thank you.
Thank you, Priyanka. I believe all of us can relate to it. We used to have this serious look on our face when ma'am, no, not my eyes. No, not my eyes. Someone else, please.
Yes,
Don't look me into the eyes. That moment. Thank you very much, speakers. All of you have spoken wonderfully and taken us back to those nostalgic moments from our life, which have the deepest emotional connect. All from any era which we belong to, we'd always love those moments. And especially Anandan sir, never wish to correct those mistakes of yours. Those mistakes are what have made you what you are today. Thank you very much, Toastmaster Rahul. Over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Vijay, for conducting such entertaining table topic session. I'm sure everyone did enjoy, and the topics were very nice that we could enjoy and bring back so many memories. Now comes one of the most important part of a Toastmaster session, the evaluation session. And to conduct this, I invite our general evaluator for today, Toastmaster Shraddha.
Thank you, Toastmaster Rahul. So without further ado, let's dive right into the evaluations. First off, I would like to call Anandan sir, who's going to be evaluating Mahalakshmi ma'am.
Thank you, Shraddha. Good evening, Toastmasters, and guests. Mahalakshmi, it was a wonderful, beautiful, amazing speech. I wishfully enjoyed your speech and hope all the audience enjoyed the speech as well. You were very bold for an icebreaker. You were quite cool and patient. You had a very good voice modulation and facial gestures also. Like while you were crying, you just acted like putting your hands and wiping your eyes, tears off your eyes. That was a very good move of yours and innovative way of thinking also. You narrated, your stories were very well expressed, and overall it shows that you really practiced it well without any flaws. And it was just moving. The flow was start to end like a Rajdhani Express train. And you were very cool all through the session with a beautiful smile on your face. That's good for a Toastmaster, for an icebreaker, and especially when I first spoke with you, you were so afraid, filled with fears of public speaking, but nothing was seen. You have transformed to a very good level. My suggestion to you is to control the speed of your speech. I felt that you were just going at top-notch speed, like first gear and then fourth gear, and you are always traveling top gear. You should just control the speed of your speech a little bit more so that audience can hear it well, understand it well, and it should be like a story, like a grandma telling a story to a grandchild. That's the way you tell your stories. And if you concentrate a little bit on that, I'm sure you will improve, and you will be a wishful speaker to one and all Toastmasters. The next thing I noticed is that you should improve your eye contact. You were just closing your eyes quite often, but anyway, for a beginner, it's not new. Anyway, you can really work on it, and you can shine and go away with these improvements. Thank you, Mahalakshmi. Thank you. Back to Shraddha.
Thank you, sir. Moving on, I would now like to call upon our second evaluator, Toastmaster Sadhana, who would be evaluating Toastmaster Bharat. Over to you.
Thank you, Shraddha. Welcome back, my TM fam. And now it's time to give an evaluation for Toastmaster Bharat for a level 1 project, level 1 and speech 2. Okay, here I will start up with a positivity from Bharat, what I had seen, what I had heard, and also he started with an interaction like some 2 questions, right, which creates a curiosity between everyone, and also his smile created an energetic performance until end of his speech, and also the introduction which started with a 2 question which attracts everyone's attention towards him. That's really fabulous job, Toastmaster Bharat, and it's appreciable. You include a quote and a story which related to your topic, and that's create a bond between you and your audience, and that is also something that I need to mention here. Keep it up. And I personally satisfied about that quote because I expected something is new, that's it. And also I would like to give some suggestion to you to improve. There is no negative among your speech because everything you done is a very good job. And if you include it, from my vantage view, if you include some idioms in your speech, and which creates a strengthen to your speech totally, and it will add some crispy things to your speech, and that's it. And next to that, if you give some more hand gestures, I couldn't see your face gestures actually because of your background, but that doesn't matter here. But I would like to give only one suggestion. If you give a hand suggestion while you're asking a question, and if they answer, just give them a clap like this, or do something creatively like that, so which will more and more attract by you. That's it. And it will be quite pretty when you add the suggestions. And I really loved your performance well, and your actions and your flow is really good and appreciable. I would like to end up with my evaluation with only one word: feel the pain until you gain. That's really you, Bharat, and congratulations. Over to the general evaluator, Shanda. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sadhana. I would now like to call upon the tag team to give their reports. First off, the timer, Toastmaster Anant Kumar sir, over to you.
Thank you, Sharada. Can you hear everyone? Yeah. Good evening, Toastmasters and guests. I'm going to give my reports. The prepared speeches, Toastmasters Mahalakshmi took 4 minutes 52 seconds. Then evaluator for Mahalakshmi, Toastmasters Anandan, took 3 minutes 10 seconds. Then second speaker, Toastmasters Bharat, took 5 minutes 13 seconds. Evaluator for Toastmasters Bharat, Toastmaster Sadhana, took 2 minutes 20 seconds. Next table topic speeches, Toastmaster Rahul took 2 minutes. Sadhana took 1 minute 27 seconds. Toastmasters Anandan took 2 minutes. Toastmaster Priyanka took 1 minute 32 seconds. This is my evaluation. Thank you. Over to General Evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Anant Kumar sir. I think Toastmaster Rahul has posted the ballot form in the chat. Let's take 1 minute has elapsed and we will continue with that.
Just to say again, I have sent the voting link on the chat box. Please do vote for the best speaker, best table topic speaker, and best evaluator, so that we can distribute the awards at the end. Thank you.
I hope all of you have finished voting. Moving on, I would now like to call upon the R counter for today, Toastmaster Devendran sir, for his report. Over to you.
Good evening, Toastmasters. So, Toastmaster on prepared speeches, Toastmaster Mahalakshmi used I have more than 5 times, and also she used like I, and when she was saying about her friend, she used like friend named Kavi. That was repeatedly coming. So, and also I have a suggestion, like instead of using I and Kavi, she can use like Kavi and I. And then the second speaker, Toastmaster Bharat, repeated words and more than five times, and this is less than 2 times. So table topics, Toastmaster Rahul took R count, used R more than 5 times, but less than 5 times. Toastmaster Sadhana uses and less than 5 times, R less than 5 times. Toastmaster Anandan used R more than 5 times, and repeated words like and, or, and, like, more, less than 5 times. Toastmaster Priyanka used R more than 5 times and repeated words and more than 5 times. So my suggestion for improving our speech is like reading the newspapers like Hindu or Express or any other in a loud voice, and record yourself and listen to them. So first you can start like one single starting like single paragraph and coming to more. so that when we keep listening our speech again and again, we might as well get some idea on improving and avoid these kinds of sounds and the repeated words like that. So that is from it. Thank you, and over to General Evaluator.
Thank you, sir. And now I would like to call upon our grammarian for today, Toastmaster Soumini, to deliver her report. Over to you.
Thank you, General Evaluator. I saw that Toastmaster Mahalakshmi, first, congratulations on your icebreaker. You used the quote at the end of your speech, everything happens according to God's plan. I'm sure you'd like to sing that great. Then Toastmaster Bharat, you used two quotes, to err is human, to forgive is humanity. This is one. And then you must not lose faith in humanity. Humanity is an ocean. If a few drops of the ocean are dirty, the ocean does not become dirty. By Mahatma Gandhi, just like this is very good. Like you used it after 2 days after his birth anniversary, remembering Gandhi. Then coming to the table topics, Toastmaster Rahul used the word negligible, which means insignificant. And Anandan sir, thanks for using the word rosy, which gave color to your speech, and the word characterization. And coming to the areas where you're supposed to improve, when you're saying this a story which is from your past, please make sure that you're saying it in complete past tense or past perfect or past continuous, any of these tenses. Make sure that the present tense does not even pay a visit in your speech. So a phrase that was used was enjoyment came back. Instead of using enjoyment, you could have used excitement came back, because enjoyment is something that you experience after the event has happened. So excitement is something that you feel before the event is cooking up. Then instead of, there is no word called spitted in English. The past tense of spit is spat. And then also there's no word appreciable. You can use the word appreciable or anything. You just, when you're using the word adding able as a suffix, just cut down the te at the end. Then when you're giving a speech, make sure that the whole sentence or anything, your sentence has to be in one single tense. Suppose you're supposed to say, you have shown me the mistake I have done. In the sentence, you have two verbs, shown and done. So before these two verbs, you are supposed to use the same tense. You're not supposed to say, you have shown me the mistake I done. So make sure that everybody follows this thing. And coming to the word of the day, Toastmaster Rahul has used wistful once, and Toastmaster Vijay has used it 4 times. And Sadhana, thanks for using the word crispy. It was designing, it was very good in your report. Then coming to the mispronunciations, I saw one thing which was mispronounced greatly here was the word gestures. It's not gestures, and it is gestures. So that's it for today.
Thank you, Toastmaster Soumini. I will go ahead with my report now, and I'll try to keep it as concise as possible. We had a great session put up today by all the role players. First off, the essay, Toastmaster Vijay sir had a very interesting and enthusiastic start, and I really appreciate how he laid down the rules for the session that everyone must follow. Moving on, the TMOD for today, Toastmaster Rahul, I really liked how you used sharing your computer sound and having props to, increase the impact of your theme on the audience and make sure that everyone in the audience is connected and hooked to your theme. So great work on that. For the activity as well, it was very well explained and very well conducted for all the volunteers. So great work on that. I will now move on to the evaluator speaker pairs. So the first speaker was Toastmaster Mahalakshmi ma'am, who was evaluated by Anandan sir. So Anandan sir in his intro clearly listed the objectives for that Mahalakshmi ma'am had to follow. In his evaluation, he gave a proper intro. He gave proper examples. Whenever he gave a positive for Mahalakshmi ma'am, he made sure he reiterated what she had said in her speech, so everyone from the audience could understand what exactly he was referring to when he said that point. So great work on that. I also really liked your suggestion of controlling the speed of her voice rather than just narrating it in one complete sentence. I liked how his overall evaluation was encouraging. So great work on that. a few recommendations I have for you is, and this I think Toastmaster Sadhana can take back as well, is summarizing your evaluation. This is a kind of flow that Toastmaster follows, which is giving your positives, giving your recommendations, and then summarizing your evaluation. So for example, if anyone from the audience or if the speakers themselves have missed out on a point, they can quickly note down a point that they previously weren't able to catch. And one more thing that I would like both the evaluators to take back is whenever you give any recommendations, this is a simple rule that I like to follow, which is what, why, and how. So what you can improve on, why it needs to be improved on, and how it can be improved. So that you're giving a holistic evaluation to your speaker, and so that they understand why that recommendation needs to be applied. Overall, great evaluation, Toastmaster Nandan sir. Mahalakshmi ma'am, I just have one recommendation for you, which is that today I felt that the screen was a little disproportionate because I could see more of your wall and less of you. This I felt might have negatively impacted your hand gestures. Simple recommendation would be to angle your laptop or phone in such a way that more of you is visible and less of your wall is visible. Just a very small nuance. And I would like to congratulate you again on delivering your icebreaker speech. Very well done. Moving on, the second evaluator speaker pair, Toastmaster Sadhana, who evaluated Toastmaster Bharat. Again, Toastmaster Sadhana had a really nice intro where she clearly explained what Toastmaster Bharat is going to be speaking about. One recommendation I have for you, Toastmaster Sadhana, is that you clearly list the objectives of the speaker so that everyone in the audience is aware that Toastmaster Bharat will be giving his evaluation and feedback speech today, for which he needs to take in feedback and implement in his next speech. In her evaluation, again, Toastmaster Sadhana very skillfully explained how each positive mattered and how Toastmaster Bharat was able to really use it in his speech to his advantage. So great job on that. You also had really great recommendations, and I loved how you ended your speech with the quote. So very well done. Again, if you could just remember to summarize, then that will, give your evaluation a more holistic approach. Toastmaster Bharat, again, I would like to commend you on engaging the audience with asking questions and asking them to clap. So great work on that, and congratulations on giving an amazing speech. Moving on to the table topic master, Toastmaster Vijay sir. He properly explained the importance of giving table topics and how it, leads to your growth, how it leads to your actual growth in public speaking. So very well done. I also liked how he congratulated each speaker and reiterated what they had delivered in the topic after each table topic was done, which neatly segments the finishing of one table topic and the starting of another table topic. So well done. The first table topic speaker was Toastmaster Rahul, whose topic was my first school and the most embarrassing punishment from that school. Toastmaster Rahul, you had a personal story and you highlighted it with humor. So well done. I felt like you could speak a little faster because I felt you were trying to think and speak at the same time. So in general, when we do this, our thinking speed is a little slower than our talking speed. So simple recommendation for this would either be to take the 30 seconds at the start to think of your story completely and then start speaking, or to, practice in such a way that you're able to simultaneously speak what you're thinking. This I felt could have helped you give a greater conclusion because I felt you noticed the timer cards switching and you had to conclude faster. That is it. Moving on, Toastmaster Sadhana. Her topic was my first best friend and a fond mischief done with him/her. Again, Toastmaster Sadhana had a great personal story and she highlighted it with humor. So very well done. I have no recommendations for you. So great job. And the third table topic speaker, Toastmaster Anandan sir, whose topic was, if you could travel back in time, what would you like to change? I really liked how Toastmaster Anandan sir didn't start off with a personal story, but instead gave an intro, gave how this topic can have a really nice impact and give the person a chance to go back in their past and look at their past through rose-tinted glasses. And then he started off with his personal story. So I felt that gave a very nice touch to your table topic. So very well done, sir. And the fourth table topic speaker was Toastmaster Priyanka, whose topic was something you're embarrassed about. I'm sorry, I didn't entirely hear the topic. Again, Toastmaster Priyanka had a personal story and she had, it was very relatable. So great table topic. No recommendations from my side. And that is it for the TT segment. Moving on to the tag team, the timer had properly listed the timings at the start of the session and gave a clear and concise report where he reiterated all the names of the people who had cleared for ballots. So great job. The R counter had a great intro and gave a detailed report and mentioned each person's particular account so they could properly work on them, and also gave suggestions at the end. So kudos to that. And the grammarian as well had a great intro. I loved how you explained the word of the day, gave the meaning and gave an example yourself so that if there were any traces of doubt, they would vanish as well. She also had a detailed report and proper recommendations to support it. So great job. That is it from my side. It was an amazing session. Thank you for having me here. Over to the TMOD, Toastmaster.
Thank you, Toastmaster Shraddha, for that wonderful general evaluator report. To everyone over here, I hope you do remember the recommendations Toastmaster Shraddha gave all of us, and evaluators, speakers. I hope you remember the feedback your evaluators gave you. Let's ensure that we do implement this feedback from the next session onwards. Now, coming to the end of the session, we look back at a lot of memories we had in our childhood. And I'm sure there are certain things which we really enjoy, and there are certain things that we wish we could change. But one thing I want to say that is, all the things that we experienced in our childhood is what made us today. And let us not try to change anything, but hold all those memories close to us. Because if we did not have that, we wouldn't be who we are today. With that, my job here is done, and I hope you all enjoyed today's session. I would like to hand it over back to the presiding officer now, Toastmaster Anandan.
Thank you, Raghul. Good evening, Toastmasters and guests. So it was a wonderful session. I hope all Toastmasters and the guests enjoyed. The session was made more colorful with the Table Topic Masters' innovative subject, and Raghul's fun play made it still more entertaining. And all the speakers did a good job. And thank you, Shraddha, for your wonderful, beautiful suggestions for all of us. And it was really a very pinpointing evaluation I heard. And we are thankful. And as Rahul said, that we will see, each one of us will see to it that we follow those suggestions and improve ourselves and go to greater heights in life. So I think everything has to come to an end, and VTC's 58th session also has to come to an end. So here we end our 58th session. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for participating, and over to the TMOD.
Yes, sir, you can take a time out.
Hello,
Yes, it's
everyone.
over.
Once again, before we depart, there are a few important things I'd like you to know. First and foremost, I'd like you to know today's best speaker, best table topic speaker, and best evaluator. So please know the names. The best speaker for today is Toastmaster Bharat. Can we have a huge round of applause for him, please? Congratulations, Bharat. May you keep shining the way you do.
Yes, Devendran sir, could you just take a photo, like just highlighting Toastmaster Bharat?
Yeah. Congratulations, Bharat. Devendran sir, just let me know once you're done so I can proceed with the other awards.
Yes, sir, it's there.
Yeah. Now moving ahead, we have the best table topic speaker. The best table topic speaker for today is Toastmaster Priyanka. Congratulations, Priyanka. Thank you for taking us to that ride.
Thank you, sir.
Congratulations. So Devendran sir, once you're done, please let me know.
It's done, sir.
Yeah. And moving ahead, we have the best evaluator. It's the Toastmaster Sadhana. Congratulations, Sadhana. It's so good to see you winning, the young hands taking a Velo Toastmasters ahead. Congratulations.
It's done, sir.
Yeah, right. Next off, since we are celebrating the Childhood Express today in our meet, we had an activity of holding a prop which is deer from our childhood days. We have been informed earlier to carry one such crop. We'll be having a photo with those crops. So may I request everyone to hold the crops, please. Devendran sir, you will be taking the picture. This is for the Gavel points. Yeah. And I'm carrying my favorite school bag. Just that my school bag used to look different. It used to be in canvas. And you have two buckles here. We don't have the buckle, we have the zipper nowadays.
I think Bharat and Sadhana. You can carry anything with you.
Yeah, anything. A pen, pencil, Sadhana, a pen, pencil, anything. What is Priyanka carrying?
It's a blanket.
Actually, I'm sitting very
Oh.
far from my house.
Anand Kumar sir is holding a TV remote.
You must have broken a lot, I believe. My God, so many. You should lend us those.
Yes,
The Tinkle comics.
Bharat, you can hold your.
I had about 200 to 300 comics.
My God,
I've lost.
I'm raiding your home.
Just hold some stones that you like to playing, right?
Yeah, play with stones. Bharat, you can just pluck some grass. Lot of knuckles have been broken with those sticks, Bharat.
Yeah. Okay, thank you, guys.
Thank you very much, everyone.
Yes.
Now, as our presiding officer said today, that everything has to come to an end. Friends, earlier today, I shared a story from one of the most emotional moments from my life. Reuniting with your first friends, very first friends. And you know, most of us would have thought today, what if I can really travel back in time and live those moments? I'm sure all must have felt that. Well, we cannot travel back in time, but I have a suggestion for you. So you never feel that crave of traveling back in time and living the moment again. The suggestion is to live now. Live each and every passing moment and make it worth. So when you look back, you know, a few years from referring to this brings back one more memory from the same incident which I had shared earlier. After coming to know my first friends, we planned a reunion. So I visited to Bangalore. There were around 10 to 15 friends. And I gelled, you know, very well. I got along very well with a girl named Jyoti. We're so good friends now. And we talked so much about our school. And you know, we used to have this tiny shop where I used to give 25 paisa and 50 paisa to have chocolates and all those we shared. We shared a teacher's name, you know, all those things. And only recently we came to know that actually we never studied together. In fact, she came into the school, Nav Bharat school, the very year I left it. So technically, we never studied together. That is one of the most mistaken friendship I've ever had. But you have really thick friends. That's precisely what I'm telling you. Live every moment right now. This brings us to the end of today's wonderful meet. Before we depart, I'd like to thank each and everyone for being with us today in this ride into the past, especially Toastmaster Shraddha, a general evaluator. Thank you. Thank you for being here and supporting us. I saw one of our guests, I think Toastmaster, Mr. Lokesh. Would you like to speak a few words? Mr. Lokesh, I think is not available. Thank you for being with us. Goodbye and good night, friends.
Excuse me, can you give me a